it's Krista and welcome to my channel. Today is Mixed Media Frenzy and I am going to be using this beautiful pretty mosaic collection to do this layout that you see in the right hand corner. I should say it's not a layout, it's a sketch. And we are going to be doing this sketch for this week. And what I did is I used my die cutting machine and I cut out these hexagons that I had that were in clusters, and I just split them up a little bit and cut them and figuring out how I'm going to put them on here, because as you can see on the sketch there are some hexagons. Now I have these really pretty frames that is part of this collection as well, and they're stitched around the edges of them, and they're just super cool because it gives them so much texture, and I really like that. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking some of the scraps from the booklet that I have. It's a scrap pad of this collection. This is collection by Prima, and what I did is I took it. They look like little pebble stones, and it's really pretty because it has all the colors that are in the book. And I took them and I decided to use my hexagon punch, and I'm going to fill these little hexagons in with that pretty paper. Now, I'm sorry for the glare. I noticed it after I was done recording and don't know how to fix that glare, but I will figure it out, don't worry. So next time, hopefully it will not be there. So it's just the white side of my, see, now you don't see the glare. I'm so confused. I don't know why it does that. So anyways, so that was the hexagons I just showed you all filled in. And now what I'm going to do is use this paper that I also had in there. It has this little script writing on it. And it kind of looks like something like a wood grain on it as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into banners like you see on the sketch there. And I'm going to put one underneath my picture. And then I'm going to put one underneath my other frame that I'm going to, you're going to see what I'm going to put in that frame in a minute. But that's kind of how it's going to go. And I'm going to stick these hexagons over here, not like that. You'll see in a minute it's going to change. And then I decided to take this paper that was a cutout sheet that was also in the collection. And it says, "You are amazing." Because the picture that I'm scrapping today is my two daughters. They're very close. Two of my daughters. One is now, this was a long time ago, this photo. But one is now 7 and the other one is 5. And they're still very close. And they're my photogenic children. They love doing their pictures. And they loved always having their picture taking and doing selfies and things like that with me. So it was a really cute picture of them together hugging. I thought it was super adorable. So I decided to use it in this layout. So now that is the other part that I'm going to put in the other picture frame. So now, if you look really closely in their sketch, there is some type of texture going on in there. I can't tell if it's a ribbon or what it is, but I decided to use this pretty ribbon that I have that goes really well with the colors. And then if you look really closely, they have these little circles. And so I had this die cut, and I decided to die cut it out in white cardstock. And now I'm just going to fill it in with this really rich, gorgeous, I love this paper. And it's like that deep wine color, and I love it. And what I'm going to do is I just glued it down to a piece of it. And now I'm just going to kind of go around and just fussy cut it. And then I'm going to stick it underneath. There are so many processes in this. I'm sorry, guys. This video is a little bit longer than my normal videos. So I hope you stay tuned to see the end result, because it really does turn out really fabulous. And I love to show you step by step what I'm doing, just in case you guys want to try it out, because this wasn't very hard at all as far as the mixed media part went. The thing that took me the longest was what you just saw. So now what I'm doing is I'm using this Finnabair. It's by Finnabair, and it's just a script stamp, and I'm going in certain areas and I'm stamping with it in certain areas just to give it a little more texture and something else added to the layout. And they also have it in the sketch as well. So in a minute you're going to see it's only going to show peeking through certain areas. You're not going to see it. It'll be very subtle, I guess I should say. So now I'm going to go in with a color bloom spray. This is also by Prima, and I love this color. This is it's raspberry tulip, something like that. I can't remember. And it's super pretty and such a rich color. And all I did was wet it down a little bit because I didn't want it to be starking like really, really dark. I just wanted a little bit of it, so I wetted it down a little bit with my spray of water. And now I'm just brushing out with my little sponge brush. And it didn't do exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted it to do a little bit more strokes of a brush look, but it did come out just fine anyways, and I liked it, so I just left it. And now I'm going to go up here in this corner, and I'm just going to use some of the color there as well. And yeah, and then I'm going to dry it with my heat tool because I'm impatient and can't wait for things to dry. And now I'm also going to put some of the color so that you could kind of see it peeking below my photos once I put them back on, which they also have it in the sketch as well. You could see a little bit of paint underneath as well. So now what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to go in and do some of my splatters. So what I did is this time when I went in with the spray, I just sprayed it down. I didn't water it down, and it comes in a little bit darker so you could see the splatters a little bit better. And once I do all those splatters, then I'm going to come in and start building everything and sticking everything down. So that's how it's going to go. So now I come in with my little first cluster here with my banner. And I decided to come in with a Distress Oxide, which you'll see in a minute. And I wanted to distress the edges. It's like a aged mahogany, and it's really pretty deep colors like that are in this collection. So I decided to use that to kind of just, you can't really tell when I'm videoing it. You won't be able to really tell that I distress the edges with this Distress Oxide, but I can tell when I look at it. So, and I really like the way it looked. So I distressed the edges of everything, and now I'm going to go around and do my little circles and around the edges of these beautiful frames that I just absolutely love, and I love the stitching on them. And this is all from Prima. Some of it's from 49 to Market. I believe the frames are from 49 to Market. So I'm kind of mixing those two collections together a little bit, and you can do that when you buy these collections. And now I'm going to come in with my picture, and I'm just popping everything up on some craft foam. It's just regular craft foam that you could get at any craft store, or you could get it at Walmart. I know I say this all the time, but if anybody new is watching, that's where I get my craft foam to pop up my photos. You can even use cardboard. I've used cardboard plenty of times as well. It just does the same thing. So now I'm going to come in and put in my little strip of my ribbon that I have that is so pretty. And I got this ribbon. It was on sale actually at Hobby Lobby. They have their a lot of their ribbon on sale quite a bit. This one was on clearance, and it's so pretty. And I'm so glad I finally got to use it. So now I'm going to do the same thing with my little hexagons here. I'm going to distress those two with the edges with my Distress Oxide, and it's called Aged Mahogany. So it's really super pretty. And now I'm going to stick that cluster up there. Now I'm doing mine a little bit different than theirs with my hexagons, which is fine because the sketch is just supposed to give us inspiration. and then we just kind of go off of it from there. And so now these little tiny circles that I had from my die cut that were kind of separate, I decided to stick those in a couple spots as well. So I'm just gluing those down, and I did back them too with that paper you saw me, that pattern paper that I used, which is that deep red, beautiful color that I love. It's like a burgundy, and it's just so pretty. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to start putting in some other things. So now those little hexagons that you see in the sketch, I used my die cutting machine again, and I had these little hexagons that come out of this one die cut that I have. So what I did is I ran it through my machine. I got these tiny little hexagons out of it, and I used that part of it. And I just stuck them down with some glue dots and glue. And now I'm going to use this little piece that was part of the ephemera pack that came with the Pretty Mosaic collection. And I believe it says Good Company, which I thought was fitting because they're together. Yeah, in good company, that's what it says. And I thought that was cute. And then I have chipboard pieces from this collection as well. And this is the little flower chipboard piece that I decided to stick up here in the corner. They don't have nothing in theirs, but I wanted something up there, so I decided to stick that there. I stuck that little butterfly down there just like they have. And now this little piece here, I just had to stick it on the side of my photo because it was so pretty and I loved it, and it just went really well. And I'm going to glue that piece down there like that. And I was going to use that, but I decided not to. And now I'm going to come back in, and I'm just going to use my little stamp that I was using before that has the scriptive writing on it. And I just wanted to put a little bit more beneath my picture. My pictures, I should say. And I stuck that little piece up there. It's a little chipboard piece that says love something. I can't remember. And now I had these little, now these are jewelry pieces, believe it or not. I get these in the jewelry section when they have a sale, and I use them as charms. And I just stick them on, and they make a great addition, something new and different to your layout. They're super pretty, and these went so well. I'm always looking for cool jewelry charms when they're on sale at Hobby Lobby or any of the craft stores. And I pick them up, and I just keep them in my stash, and I end up using them. And I really love the extra touch that they give and textures and everything to your layouts. So now I'm coming in with these crystals. Super pretty crystal enamel dots. I'm sticking those in a couple spots. These were actually part of the collection as well. Now this collection is an old collection by Prima, so if you're looking for it, you probably might still be able to find it on scrapbook.com, or actually you can go to Prima's website, and I'm sure that they have it as well. This was one of my favorite collections that they came out with, and it came out earlier this year. And then I stuck that little piece down because you see they have a little piece of washi tape up top. So I stuck that minty color piece up there. So now to give it even more texture, I'm coming in with my little pebbles. These are art stones. I use these quite a bit on layouts like this. And what I've been using is a medium 3D gel. And what it does is it works as a glue. And what you do is you can just stick your paintbrush in the actual jar of the 3D gel, and then you stick your, paintbrush in those little stones. And what it does is it sticks to it. And then it works like a glue, and you just rub it and roll it with your paintbrush, and it gives it such an extra textures, and it just makes it look really pretty and super pretty little art stones on your projects. So this is what I love to do on these type of layouts like this that are sort of elegant and vintagey, and it just gives them an extra touch of something, and I just absolutely love it. And it's really easy to do. And I get the art stones and the 3D gel. It's by Finnabair, and I get it on scrapbook.com has it. You can go on Prima's website. They have it as well. Finnabair is part of Prima, so you will be able to find them on there. So see how pretty they are. They're just gorgeous. And when you'll see in the close-ups at the end of my video, you'll see how pretty and what a difference it makes on a layout. It just leaves like a trail of pebbles, and it's just so pretty. And so with everything that I have on this layout, this is my favorite part to do, believe it or not, because it just brings everything out and just makes it look so much, I don't know. I don't know if I'm describing it right. I'm not really good with words, but I really love the way it looks with the pebble stones. So I advise you guys to give it a try. Just try it out. It's not going to hurt anything. You can't make a mistake with these. It's just so easy to do. And it actually makes it stick, and it stays. And believe it or not, they stay on my layouts. The 3D gel works really well. So there it is, guys. And your close-ups are going to come up now. And I'm going to try and describe. See the pebbles? Look how pretty they look. They give it that extra touch. There they are again. Just so, so pretty. And look at the little crystals. Everything just came together so well. And I just love the way it turned out. I love the ribbon. I just loved going off of this sketch. It gave me such inspiration. And I hope my layout gives you guys inspiration. And I hope it gets you guys to pull your stuff out. Now, don't forget, we are running our, this is the last week that we are running our contest. So make sure you subscribe and you comment. You have to do both. Subscribe and comment. So hit the subscribe button, guys. And don't forget to check out the other ladies. I have their links down below. See you soon. Bye.